Howdy, y'all. Geez, I know it's been a while since I've actually done a real video. I've done a couple of live streams over the last month or 6 weeks with that horrible new webcam I have. But I got that to test my system to see what was ultimately the problem, and it was the webcam itself. So anyway, I just ordered a new webcam, so I will be returning to some decent quality live streams, and the big one for me is to get back to ETA Nick's Wednesday night chat with the dudes. So hang in there, my friends. I'll be back to that soon. But I watched a couple of these videos here over the last week or so, and people are putting up videos of their favorite purchases of 2018. So I can certainly do that. Now the caveat here is I bought probably 100 books in the first half of 2018 and virtually nothing in the second half. And caveat number 2 is I didn't dig particularly hard to find the books. I just pulled out about a dozen of them that really struck me as representational of the very, very favorites that I bought. Let's just get her rolling. Spider-Man number 31. Nice copy. Beloved old book. Just tremendous stuff. Very glad to have it back in the collection. And yes, I will tell you, when I do eventually whittle my collection down to my top 100 or 200 or 300, this will be in there. Yes. As will this. Amazing Spider-Man 121. One of my most beloved memories from my childhood. I bought this off the rack, not this copy. This copy actually I bought, it was slabbed. It was a CGC 8.0. I sent it to my cleaner and presser, and I agree. My presser and I are on the same page that it definitely bumped this beautiful book up an entire grade to about a 9.0. And I don't even particularly care about all that. That's all just peripheral to my deep, deep, abiding love of this book. So there you go. Avengers number 3. My very, very, very favorite of the early Avengers books. The stupendous Submariner and Hulk thing, which is a big fixation of mine for decades and decades of collecting. Submariner versus Hulk, Submariner versus Human Torch. Anyway, this is a very nice copy, and I got it for a great price. Yes. X-Men number 17. Got this copy for a great price too. You just gotta, you can get, the books that you want for really good prices online. Just got to do your research a little bit. Even eBay, you can still find bargains, true bang for your buck. Yeah, great, stupendous, fabulous book. This is my most recent copy of Conan #1. I've had several Conan #1s pass through my hands over the years, but this year I should say, 2018, I wanted to put together a second set. I've got the full set of the Barry Smith Conans, #1 through 24, and I just thought I wanted to put together a second set. Well, I got very close to it. I think I need about 5 more books to complete my second set of 1 through 24. But I kind of stalled on it. But still, again, I have a deep, abiding love for Conan #1. And this was the excellent, beautiful copy that I scored for a very, very good price this year. X-Men 56. Here, we can put these together. And 57. Reacquired these this year. These two are my favorite of the Neal Adams X-Men issues. And were, along with number 60, the first Neal Adams X-Men books I got back in the mid-70s, around 1975, maybe 1976. I paid 65 cents a piece for them, which, interestingly enough, I watched Alan After Comics video this morning, where he was showing the Golden Age reprints, and he also showed an old buyer's guide, comic buyer's guide he had, and in this specific little thing he showed, it showed X-Men, the Neal Adams books, and they were coincidentally 65 cents a piece in that ad that Alan showed. So these are all kind of in the fine to very fine range. Nothing mind-blowing, but nothing to sneeze at. Here's, this was an impulse buy. This copy of number 57 that I got from Nick. Here's Nick's I Survived Hurricane Irma stamp. I think it goes like that. Right? But I bought this copy shortly before I bought that copy from Nick. And for some reason this one is not in Mylar, but I will correct that. Here's some Golden Age Military Comics number 27. Just a glorious book. I remember seeing this book in the Steranko History of Comics around 1975 when I read those that 2-volume series. Reed Crandall just did some spectacular covers in that run, and this is one of them. Again, very nice book. I do believe I'm going to clean it and have it pressed, and I'm going to slab it just because it needs to be cleaned, pressed, and slabbed. Beautiful looking book. And incidentally, speaking of that, there are 2 books that I am not able to present here to you. One is Silver Surfer number 3. And the other is, Vault of Horror, an EC book, Vault of Horror number 26. because I actually have them packaged up to be sent to my cleaner presser for slabbing. So I can't show you those. But here's an EC book. Yeah, Two-Fisted Tales number 35. The Great Confederate Flag, cover by Jack Davis. Another EC book that fired my imagination when I was a kid in the mid-70s. Yeah, that Vault of Horror number 26 was the original EC book that I coveted, you know. And actually I got my copy of Vault of Horror 26 and this copy of Two-Fisted Tales number 35 from EC Ed. So you know they're coming from a hardcore, hard-loving EC collector. Yeah, great stuff, right? Alright, just a couple more here. Very simple, Avengers number 100. I've had half a dozen copies of this pass through my hands, and they used to be found very cheaply, but you can still get bargains on them, as I did with this back in the early part of the year. Just really, really glad to have it back. Great looking copy. Few more here. I don't even know why this is in here, but here's Conan 22, some more Barry Smith. Just beautiful, no matter what. Whoop, I'm gonna drop it. Fantastic Four 55. Oh my goodness, so happy to have this back in the collection. Again, it was one of those books years ago. You could find it on a regular basis for a reasonable price, you know, $10 or something. Not like that anymore. But I waited, I researched, found just the right copy for me at the right price. There you go. Finally, 2 slabbed books, both of which I tried to show during my live stream the other day, but the camera is so shitty that didn't pick it up well. Strange Tales 107. What is it? 7.5 CGC. Yeah. Uber classic. Submariner, Human Torch battle issue. This is a beautiful 7.5. I thought I was going to crack it out right after I got it, and here we are 9 or 10 months later and it's still in the slab. But you know, we'll see. It's not in the most recent of slabs, but I'm not sure, even if I crack it and press it, I'm not sure how much, you know, a pressing will do for it, because it's so beautiful the way it is. Even trying to determine the surface wear and stuff like that, I don't think there's a whole lot that could actually be done with it. So I may just leave it in this slab. You know, I don't mind the slab. I've kind of gotten used to them now. Finally, I told you I couldn't show you my Silver Surfer number 3 because it's in a box over there sitting on my washing machine to be shipped out for cleaning and pressing. But here's number 4, 8.0. Again, you know, patience, research. I knew it was going to be an expensive book, and I just waited till I found the precise copy that suited me. you know, for a price that I was willing to pay. So, and this is the most recent slab. It's, boy, this thing is like rock solid. The one thing is, it does have that wavy thing at the top, you know, that wavy thing, and also the rainbow effect in the middle of it. And I know there have been videos produced, you know, that tell you how to get some relief from that rainbow effect. I suppose I'm going to have to go back and try and find some of those, because it is very, very distracting. I'm not too happy about the wave of the book at the top either, but that rainbow effect, when you have it in your hand, man, it's really distracting. Nonetheless, this is my final copy of Silver Surfer number 4. Anyway, so these are just highlights of my collecting this year, and this has nothing to do with highlights of comic collecting of this year, but I just happen to have this lying around back here. It's an original USA pressing of the Beatles' White Album, of which we just celebrated the 50th anniversary. I'm not even sure why I had this kind of lying around back here, but screw it, you know, what the hell. The number, it's dirty. Hey, yeah, should I send this to my cleaner, right? Let them take care of the dirt on it. Yeah. Anyway, okay. Well, yeah, thanks for watching, friends. You know, I've still got a leg in the comic book world, a foot in the comic book world, and I always will. You know, I've been at this for more than half a century, so my collecting might wane, but my love and my interest shall not. So, anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, y'all. Can't wait to see the lists that people put up for their top books for 2019. I don't really have a list. There's 2 books that I'm still kind of looking for, and I'll tell you what they are right now. Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 1 and Silver Surfer number 1. Beyond that, it's all an open book for me. But anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for keeping me inspired as well as y'all can. Anyway, I'm a tough man to get inspired about anything anymore. But, alright, thanks for watching. See you all later. Bye-bye.